I am a fool. That is one thing for certain.
Happy Monday, guys. This is my Monday update and what's currently on my mind. I'm going to start doing some daily updates about what I'm thinking about and what I'm working on. So, right now, I'm working on just making more videos for my website. I'm super pumped to try and get as much information out there about, the growing process. And the more I learn, the more I can put on there and then maybe help people, grow closer together, right? That's ultimately the reason why we're doing this. And it felt like I had a very vivid dream last night. I was visited by my grandfather and my great grandmother, and they were existing in a different way than I remembered them. They were living longer and they were always standing next to me. And in the dream, and I've had this dream before, my great grandmother lived to be 180 years old or some ridiculous thing. It showed her, I witnessed her going through the Oregon Trail and then coming through the Americas and then growing up, in the 20th century. And she didn't live. She was born in 1900, right? And then she died in the late 80s. So I don't know what the dreams meant. I'd have to do some self-reflection and figure out what the dreams meant. But it felt like I was being guided to um, bring people together, right? And I don't know how they sent that message to me, but that was the overall feeling I got when I woke up, is that fear leads to competition especially in the workplace, and trust, right? That's a common problem, and being vulnerable. Becoming vulnerable is a really important aspect of trusting one another, because unless you're being honest and open with people, people aren't going to trust you. I saw something where Richard Branson actually made this statement, I think this weekend. I saw it in an article. He said it was the number one thing that he was most concerned about, that leaders should be concerned about, is vulnerability. You have to be vulnerable and you have to be approachable, right? I mean, if people don't feel like you can be approached, if I don't feel like I can be approached, then I'm not going to be successful, right? If you just think, he's, in la la land or whatever, right? You need to be able to be approachable and you need to be able to talk to people. So vulnerability, I think I would agree, is probably one of the most number one things. And, you know, as far as working together to solve common problems, we're not really competing. All of us have like these pieces of the puzzle that all of us are really good at. Some of us are really good at one thing, and if we can come together and share our knowledge and uh, put those pieces in action to as many people as possible, then we can create the best change possible. And we're not trying to compete, you know in that way everybody thrives, right? And so fear is kind of the opposite of that. Show love for each other, support each other, and we'll just keep going. So that's my message for Monday, and I hope you guys are having a great Monday. I'll see you tomorrow.